Spirituality is a framework by which we account for our experiences with other entities and phenomena we have a relation to. An old form of spirituality, which I assume still exists today, though maybe less common, is that of understanding natural phenomena as spirits, for example. This is animism. The weather, earthquakes, drought, flood, famine, plague, landmarks such as mountains, rivers, animals such as birds, snakes. Each of these can be a source of life and death. To consider these as spirits is abstract and deferential. At this level of abstraction, we can observe a kinship between the ancient Greek, Egyptian, and Norse pantheons, for example. How similar are the figures of Thor and Zeus, Odin and Horus, Hades and Anubis? Animism applies a relational understanding to nature. Spiritualism is a key feature of most all religions. Hinduism, Buddhism, Judaism, Christianity, to name a few major players, each of these is a spiritual framework. Religions assert that we have a spiritual relationship to God or to gods. They suggest that there is a divine spark in each of us, sometimes a piece of the substance of a higher power. Interestingly, spirituality can also be an honest exercise outside of the system of a religion. Individuals can practice spirituality on their own, and indeed this can be a great solace against loneliness. Spirituality can be the practice of both internal and external peace. Spiritualism seems inherently subjective. It is founded fundamentally on information that can't be observed equally between individuals, that of emotion and thought. The best we can do to connect with one another around spirituality is to describe what we have experienced and to have confirmed by others that they understand our experience on the basis of their own. In the sense of ethos, logos, and pathos, spirituality to me seems at its core moderately ethical, not necessarily logical, and heavily emotional. This, I think, is a core distinction between spiritualism and materialism, which is similarly moderately ethical, contrastingly heavily logical, and not very emotional. Spiritualism can be logical, and materialism can be emotional, but this is not fundamental and is more at the level of individual application, I think. As a brief aside, it is interesting to note that the word ethical is to ethos, as the word logical is to logos, but the word pathetic has a more negative connotation and seems to diverge from this pattern with respect to pathos. Thus, to sidestep this negative connotation, which I don't mean to attribute to spiritualism, I've chosen the word emotional to be similarly adjectival to pathos. But I digress. A pivotal season of my life, I discuss briefly, includes my last year of high school and first year of college